One of the best and worst things to happen to the music industry is social media and the digital fan bases that come along with it. Now, the good thing is these online communities have the ability to assist in boosting artist streams and sales while providing a space for like-minded individuals to interact with each other and their favorite artists. We really do love to see it. However, for each positive comes a handful of negatives. And sadly, it seems that a lot of bands are abusing the freedom that comes with hopping online and chatting with their favorite celebs. But who's to blame? Celebrities that perpetuate a toxic environment, online communities that egg on the antics, or parasocial fans that don't know when to chill out? Let's talk about it. But first, welcome to the channel. Hey, hi, Wazan with it, I'm C, and I do rap and pop culture commentary. So if you're into that, subscribe and hit the like button. Isn't it funny how words and phrases with negative connotations can be flipped and used differently? When I first heard Stan by Eminem and saw the insane music video on MTV, surely I would have never envisioned it to be an affectionate term that we use these days to describe die-hard fans. After all, the term is considered to be a combination of stalker and fan. But Stan Twitter, on the other hand, oh, she is that girl. The perfect combination of shared love and affection for your faves, paired with the occasional bullying and sometimes harassment. It truly depends on who you're writing for, though. Each and every space is not the same. And although this is a new era, some fans are still choosing to embody the original Stan mentality when they aren't attempting to force celebrities to take photos, prying in on their personal business, or harassing rappers for new music, like we often see with Cardi B. They're suing their face for $5 million. Wait, hold up. Nicki Minaj fan sues her for slander. I'm not a crazy stalker on welfare. When I first saw the title of this TMZ article, I did not know whether to laugh at how ridiculous these celebrity news articles are getting or genuinely be concerned. We need more free mental health for all and maybe a little less screen time, just for balance. Anyways, as the title states, this article is about a Nicki Minaj fan, or as TMZ calls him, a pissed off Barb, who seems to be seeking money after being shaded and humiliated on various occasions. Essentially, to sum everything up in this news story, TMZ says that a suit was filed by a Tamir Peak in LA Superior Court, who claims that he is one of Nicki's most passionate followers for the past 15 years, and he has helped her career by promoting her 2023 album, Pink Friday 2. Okay, I gotta pause at this part alone. Being a fan for 15 years but claiming to only promote one album is crazy. Like, be so for real. Back to the article, he says that things soured in 2017 when Nicki went through her Nicki hate train phase, leading her to accuse fans like him of being paid moles sent to sabotage her. He was also targeted on Twitter and Stationhead, where on one occasion, Nicki accused him of being one sandwich short of a picnic. That damn Onika, I can't deal. Now, as a result of all this, it seems like he's seeking $5 million for reputational harm, emotional distress, and financial loss. But Nicki's attorney is already on it, saying that this man has been harassing and stalking her for years, even impersonating members of her team. Wow. So this right here sounds like the textbook definition of stan culture gone wrong. Like, bad. Real bad. No Carisha, please. If you go on Twitter to sift through some of the tweets of his former Barbs, because the girls then disowned him, it seems like he has been carrying on these antics for quite some time, and everyone has the screenshots to prove it. I mean, there are literal tweets of him saying that he wants to hold her child, which he calls his nephew. Can it even get more parasocial than that? But enough of the actual suit, because what I want to talk about is the social landscape that perpetuates this kind of carrying on that fans do with their fave artists. And I want to split it in two parts. First, we have to discuss how social media proximity truly translates to real life closeness to a lot of people. It can be very simple, like people pay attention to the small things that their favorite artist does daily, what they ate for lunch, who they kick it with consistently, the cute nicknames they have for their kid, or even what time they're free to hop on live and interact. I'm sure celebrities pay absolutely no mind to these things, and on the other hand, some even embrace sharing the little details so their fans can feel this sense of being close to them, like their digital BFF or their family. But people will quite literally study the intricacies of their faves in order to feel closer to them, or even try to pry or pretend that they are really a part of their life. And when you combine that with the fact that we are in this world of podcasts, live streams, and other online spaces, you quickly realize that the smallest amount of attention is simply too much for some people to handle. They damn near naturally combust when they get a retweet, story repost, or a follow back. So you already know what happens when they can join in on a live, on Spaces or Station Head. They are losing their minds. Now, I'm not saying that you should not be excited to participate in all these things. I'm sure that a lot of us would fangirl or even get a little starstruck if we got the chance to chat with our faves. But there is a point when it goes way too far. Now, the second thing is this strange mob mentality that many fan bases have, which people typically do embrace in order to feel wanted, like they belong to something greater. Not only are we fans of XYZ, but we stream, we purchase their music consistently, we gather to discuss how we can get them to number one, and we will ride for them and ride for each other to death. Now, that is perfectly fine, but what happens when you clearly see that there are a few bad apples in the bunch? Are we actively choosing not to interact with the people that take it too far? Are we kicking them out of the fan base entirely? Or are we sitting back and laughing at them that are doing way too much, but they are still welcome to join in on the fan fun? And I'm assuming that it's probably difficult to completely block people out of a fan base and disown them. It's social media. You can always create a different account, you could get a burner, but you tell me, because with this particular situation, many people are saying that they brushed him off, thinking that he would not actually take it there with a lawsuit and that he just be playing. But then you see other people saying they have been holding him accountable for his actions for a long time. I mean, I've seen one too many tweets saying he was out here during the Renaissance World Tour. That is crazy. People like this usually have a history of shenanigans, and in this case, perhaps he thinks that this could be his claim to fame or a quick check. And the internet is definitely talking about him. But baby, I don't know if you get no monies. At the end of the day, we have to take into account that everyone is using the internet differently. And unfortunately, some people latch on to the folks that are creating the art, music, and entertainment instead of simply enjoying the talent that is being showcased. And I can't help but to think of pop star Chappell Roan, who called out invasive fans. And if you know, you know, her stardom has completely exploded so quickly, and yet she had to keep it real and say that fans are out here following her around, stalking her family, and demanding photos and hugs. She spoke out saying how weird it is that fans think they know a person because they see them online and they listen to their music. And personally, I appreciate her honesty in saying that when she is not performing, Mama's is clocked out. Boundaries. I know that's right. And on another note, this is why discussions on album sales and the importance of streams and Billboard slides and how I'm working hard for my fave, that's always placed on the back burner for me when it comes to music. I'm just way more concerned with the artistry of it all. Did your new single make me feel good? How did your debut album make me feel when I first heard it? Because I'm going to listen and buy it anyways, but I can't get caught up in the world of Delulu worrying about if you finna retweet me, bae. We got bigger fish to fry. Life be lifing. But anyways, you tell me, who is to blame for this sudden rise of parasocial relationships? Do you think that celebrities play into it, or is it simply fans who take things too far? Or is it social media? get into everyone's brains? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.